Hi Rad, so what I'm going to do is go through our hyper-targeted online billboard ads to dominate the personal injury market in the areas that you would want to cover. And we do this by using the perfect ads to get the best leads at the lowest cost possible. So we're basically showing you, using our software, how we're able to reduce the cost by doing everything that Google wants us to do, increasing our quality score, and then in return we can reflect those costs back to the client, which is you. So you don't have to spend outrageously on your marketing budget and wonder where's your money going and is it actually returning a return of investment. So what we'll cover here is how to prevent getting burnt and blowing up your budget with Google, SEO, Facebook, or anything else you tried in the past. I'll also touch on in a new video later. I'll get over a video regarding your SEO and do a bit of an audit of your website, see where you're at, see if there's any way of you to save some money there with regards to your SEO, or if there's any kind of little tips and education there I might be able to help with your SEO and get you found a little bit better organically. In this though, I'll want to cover how to generate highly relevant clicks but pay less than the market, how to guarantee you get the highest quality of leads possible in your market, and how can you have this launch without any risk or very little risk. So you all know the billboard ads, very effective for brand awareness, but when it comes to relevancy, it's not so relevant. You're going to have this huge banner that you're going to put out and everyone's going to see it, but are the people that are seeing it people that actually want your service? Very unlikely. So it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands. Sometimes if you doing one on the motorway like this, and it's going to cost you millions. So what I mean by the relevancy is you've got the high traffic coming through, and this is what you have sometimes with your Google ads. You've got the high traffic coming through Google, but not relevant. So this car here, maybe they're looking for a dog wash. This car here, they're looking for a plumber. This car here, they're looking for the coronavirus vaccine, and this car here, they're looking for a mechanic. If you're lucky, someone's going to pass through and they actually want a lawyer, and maybe if they're being illegal, they got their phone in their hand and they're able to give you a buzz. But what I'm basically getting at is it's not very relevant, and you're spending all this money and the budget's just getting wasted. So what I mean by that and how we're different and how we use our software is we've got these highways of traffic, and down each highway we've got people looking for a plumber coming down this highway, and so the only ads that they see are for plumbers. And the people going down this highway, they're looking for a dentist, and the only adverts they see are for dentists. And then maybe people over here coming down this highway here, they're actually looking for a lawyer. And so the adverts that are going to be put in front of them are just for a lawyer. But what we do is we go even a step further, and we basically say, look, if you're in Perth looking for an injury lawyer, you're coming down this road, and that's the only ad that you're going to see in front of you. It's going to be completely relevant to the searcher. And if you're down in Sydney and you're looking for an injury lawyer there, then that's the only ads that are going to be on that road just for that whole traffic. Everyone are looking for or that specific term. And then what we do is we get even more specific, and this is how our software is basically our unique selling point is our software. And our software, anyone coming down this road, the whole of this traffic is just looking for injury lawyer in Perth that deals with slip, trip and fall. And then that's exactly what they've typed in, and that's exactly the advert that's going to be down that road for them to see. And anyone in this lane here, they're all in Sydney looking for an injury lawyer, and they're actually just looking for best medical negligent lawyer in Sydney. Let's say Sydney. So they're coming down this road, and that's the only thing that's billboard on this road is exactly what they're looking for. And this is how we're different. We're actually going in front of people, putting our ads in front of the eyes of people that are specifically only looking for that term. So you can see the difference. You can spend thousands of dollars and put yourself in front of everyone and no one wants it, or you can get really, 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 really relevant and only put the advert in front of the people's eyes that actually want it, which means that you're much more likely for us to get a conversion and you to get a quality lead. So what I'll do is I'll just try and show you what I mean by this as well. So this is a search term, shopping centre injury claims. And I did this search term in Melbourne, I think. And what you'll find is shopping centre accident claim and shopping centre injury claims are the top two. And then someone that's expect amazing results due to our 50 years experience, they may be spending a lot of money on that ad, but that's not what the person's looking for. So Google are like, no, I'm not interested in putting you there, even if you're spending more money than these guys, because you're not what they're looking for. And then this advert, so the fourth advert, work injury in Victoria, how much is your claim worth? So again, shopping centre injury claim, nothing to do with it. So these guys could be spending a fortune, but it's not relevant. So basically, Google aren't going to show that ad first. So to just explain that a little bit. So in order for you to have an ad rank, so where you rank on Google, where Google decides to put you, is all determined on the max CPC, cost per click, so how much you're willing to bid for a position, times by the quality score. And that's basically what we work with. We work on quality score. We work it what Google wants, we give them it. So we get our quality score up. So, for example, advertiser 4, generic, everyday Google manager. They're going to ask you for their management fee. They're going to ask you for an ad spend. Then what they're going to do, they're going to get your ad spend, and they're going to say this is for lawyers, so rather than $8 for a max bid, we're looking at maybe $80 for a max bid. So they're saying, look, I'm willing to spend $80 max bid, but their quality score that they've not worked on is only 1 star. So you times that together, they've got an ad rank of 8. They're going to be right at the bottom. However, we're saying to Google, look, we're only prepared to spend $20 on that bid compared to the $80 for the same bid. We're not going to be spending a lot of money on this. We're going to try and save our money. And the reason why we're doing that, we've completely smashed out our quality score. We're doing exactly what Google wants. And so our 10 quality score times by our 2 on the max bid gives us a ad rank of 20. Or if it is 20 and 80, so 280. But you can see what I'm getting at. The quality score is the most relevant and is the most highest factor that Google will take into consideration when it comes to ranking your ads. So coming back to this really quickly. So these guys are spending $20 a click for their bid, and these guys are spending $60, $80 a bid for their clicks, and they're only showing down here, and these guys are showing up here because they're showing the end user exactly what they want to see. And Google, they only are interested in people that are coming back to their website and using Google and not going to Yahoo. So what they have to do is put the thing in front of the client, the exact thing they're looking for, so it keeps them their retention there, and it means that people keep paying for ads with them. So Google, it's in their interest to basically make sure that the client's getting what they were looking for. Back to the slide. So Google's chief economist, they are saying that 60% of Google's quality score is determined by click-through rate. So that's what we look at. That's what our software does. So we want to make sure that the thing that they're typing in, the specific search that they're typing in, is what they're seeing in front of their eyes. And we do that for every single ad. And I quickly just want to demonstrate it here on, this is the back end of Google AdWords. So what you're going to find is typically everyone that manages a campaign will have one advert. Here's your advert. We're in the ads section. Here's your advert. And then all the keywords will go into this one ad. But what we do is we do hundreds and thousands of ad groups. So if you can see, if I was scrolling through, these are all different ads here. All of them are different. So if someone types in workplace injury lawyer, The advert that they see in front of their eyes is workplace injury lawyers. Is exactly what they typed in. So if someone types into Google work injury damages, this is the keyword, and this ad group only has one keyword, which is work injury damages, and that goes to the ad work injury damages. So as you can see, we're being very relevant as to what the people are searching is what they're seeing, and that's how we get our quality score up. Injury at work claim, the advert they see in front of their eyes, injury at work claim. Work cover injury, work cover injury. Work injury compensation claim, work injury compensation claim. So this is basically what we do, and we do hundreds and hundreds of separate ads to separate keywords, and that is how we make our quality score better than everyone else. Just to explain really quickly how we are able to keep the costs down, and why that happens, and how our system is different. And this is a graph which kind of it makes it a little bit more understandable. Essentially, if someone's searching for a generic keyword like bicycle, there's a high volume of people searching for it, but that means that the cost for you to then bid on that keyword is very expensive. So that the probability of converting as well is going to be very low, because there's so many people searching for it, so much bidding. Then someone types in beach cruiser, so the keyword's a little bit more specific, so the volume is down, the cost is down, and then you're a little bit more likely to convert. And then you get really, really specific. So if you're searching for the long tail keywords, which we take up hundreds and hundreds of long tail keywords, black 10-speed beach cruiser, no one's searching for it. It's very, very low search volume, which means it's very, very low cost in order to bid for it. But the probability of converting is very, very high, because you're putting an advert in front of their eyes that they actually are looking for specifically. So they're going to go and click through, and they're going to contact you. So commonplace practice for any advertiser that you'll probably have worked with in the past is they've got their campaign. This is for your law firm, and then maybe they've got workplace injury and maybe medical negligence as your ad groups. So they've got two different ad groups. If you're lucky, they'll stick two different ad groups up there, and they won't just put it all through to your homepage. And they'll hopefully make two landing pages, one for medical negligence, one for workplace. Then what will happen is all the medical negligence keywords will go through into this ad group, and the ad will be exactly the same ad for every single keyword. And then workplace injury, all your thousands of keywords will get put into this ad group, and then an ad for the same ad for every single keyword. So as you can imagine, it's not going to be very relevant. So what we do to change this up is we have a campaign, so your law firm. Then we have ad group 1 is best medical negligence lawyer, Perth. Ad group 2, top medical negligence lawyer, Perth. Ad group, so 1.3 will be it won't be this, because this won't convert, so we won't use this, but how much is a medical negligence Perth? So you can imagine every single search term in just one keyword for every single ad group, and then a different ad to match the keyword. So rather than the normal people, the normal marketers having a couple of ad groups, just one or two ad groups, when we do it, we'll have hundreds, thousands of ad groups, all with their own keyword in that advert. So I hope that wowed you. I hope that you didn't fall asleep listening to that. I hope it made it some sense. If you've got any questions, obviously just get back to me when we talk next with any questions you've got regarding that, and I'll try and explain it a little bit better. I know that it can be a bit technical, and I didn't understand it completely when I first started learning everything to do with this. So yeah, hopefully it kind of made a little bit of sense. So what I'm going to do is just give you two different options, like I told you on the phone, regarding the payment structure for this, and you can then just choose which works best for you. So one way that we do it is we are prepared to guarantee 20 leads. So what I mean by that is what you'll get is 20 leads at $40,000 worth of value. That's just based on a very just ballpark figure that we came to, that your conversion around 20%, and the average job is worth around 10k. So based on that, you've got about $40,000 worth of value in leads that we can guarantee you. A proven landing page that converts rather than sending it to your home page at $1,000 value. Perfect ad setup with hundreds, if not thousands, of ad groups. That's $1,500 worth of value. Staff on board training, so we can go through with your staff and we can just make sure that everything they're touching all the touch points when they do get the leads come through, the phone or the email lead, making sure that they are following up with the client, because at the end of the day, it's our responsibility to get you a lead. It's not our responsibility to close the leads, but we know that we're going to retain you as a client if you're happy and you're actually converting those leads. So we'll do our best to just provide a little bit of training, some information in regards to onboarding. Lead tracking system worth $500, campaign monitoring worth $1,000, click optimization worth $1,000, so that's managing the campaign all month, and lead reporting worth $300. So total value, $46,300 worth of software and management, and we are willing to do that for $5,500 a month. And if you guys are prepared to go forward and go ahead with us and get things started, you don't have to pay straight away, but if I send over the proposal and you send that back, then I'm prepared to do it today and then for the next 24 hours for $5,000 a month. And then there's the second option as well that I do want to give to you as well, and that is the pay-per-lead model. Whereas what we can do for you, if it does suit you better, is we can just charge you a one-off fee, which will include building out the landing pages, doing the keyword research, building out the Google one-to-one system, and putting that through our software and getting that all sorted out and done for you. So we've got thousands of ads set up. One-off payment just to set that up. And then we'll ask you just to fund the account once, just so that we can run the campaign and we can find the results and how many leads we're going to get through for you. And say you put $2,000 into the ad campaign, and what we do is we'll run that and we'll be able to see how many leads you get. And then based on how many leads you get, we can divide it by the amount of money that you've funded the account. So all the money that you funded the account with will go back to you in the sense of leads and revenue from the leads. And once we've got the stats on how many leads you get based on how much money you spent, then we can divide it and we can say, okay, from this moment onwards, it's $250 a lead, or $200 a lead, or $350 a lead, depending on obviously what results we get back. We're able to then, from that moment onwards, actually only charge you per lead for an email or a call that you actually get. So we can make it very client centric in the sense that it doesn't have to cost you a bulk $5,000 a month. However, if you do want to just go with that, and we can guarantee you the 20 leads there. And with regards to that, it's never happened before, but if we don't actually aren't able to provide you with 20 leads, we'll divide that by 5,000 and give you $250 per every single lead that we weren't able to get you. So I like to put a guarantee in there though, so you know that you actually what to expect in the month. Okay, so that's basically covers off on the Google Ads campaign. If you've got any questions, just let me know next time we talk. I'm going to try and get round to doing your website audit. It's getting on a bit now, so I'll try and get that over to you at some point, if not today, tomorrow. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon.